Hello students, today we will study about the next unit, which is Consumer Protection, 12th unit of your syllabus. Consumer protection means protection of the consumer. Now, consumer protection against which? Consumer protection against unfair trade practices which are prevailing in the market. Due to industrialization, competition is very tough in the market. There is a cutthroat competition in the market. Each and every businessman wants to be successful in the business by anyhow. That's why they exploit consumer. There are so many ways and means of exploiting the consumer. They use unfair trade practices to gain more profit. That's why there is a need to safeguard the interest of consumer, because consumer is the king of the market. The success of business depends on the consumer. Consumer protection is important from the point of business as well as from the point of view consumer. That's why government felt a need of consumer protection. So government passed Consumer Protection Act 1986 to safeguard the interest of consumer against unfair trade practices. Which type of unfair trade practices are used by producer or seller? Adulteration of consumer goods, mixing of brick powder in red chili powder, mixing of water in milk. This is called adulteration. Poor quality of goods and services, short measure and underweight goods, creation of artificial scarcity by hoarding of goods, and later on they do black marketing of goods at higher prices. Consumer actually pay the price. They should get worth of the price. They should get qualitative product. They should get original product because they are paying price. The success of business it depend upon the consumer. That's why in real sense consumer is the king of the market. That's why there is a need of protection. There is a need of common act which safeguard the consumer interest and which provides education them about their rights, about their reliefs. So the main motto of the consumer protection is to protect the consumer against exploitative practices, against unfair trade practices which is used by producer and seller to sell their product and to gain more profit. Clear? So consumer protection means protection of the consumer against unfair trade practices. That's why government passed 1986 Act to safeguard the interest of consumer. Now, what is the definition of consumer? When consumer will file a case in the court, so there is a definition of consumer. Everybody cannot file case because there is a wastage of time as well as cost. So genuine complaint must be solved in the court. That's why there is a particular definition of consumer. First of all, they must pay the price of the good. If anybody is getting good free of cost, so that person cannot file a case in consumer forum. And doesn't matter that person paid the price fully or partially or promised to pay leftover price, or they purchase the goods under installment system or deferred payment system. And the next person who is buying goods for the resale purpose, that person cannot file a case. Ultimate consumer can only file a case in the court. So this is the definition according to Consumer Act 1986. And one more thing, recently Consumer Protection Act 2019 has also been passed. It is yet to be implemented. So for now we have to study Consumer Protection Act 1986 because nowadays e-commerce activities, trade in e-commerce activities is increasing. So some changes have been done according to Consumer Protection Act in 2019, which is yet to be implemented. Clear the definition of consumer. So Consumer Protection Act 1986 was set up to protect the interest of consumer against unfair trade practices and to provide them speedy and inexpensive redressal of their grievances and complaint. That's why government set up three-tier agencies to address the consumer grievances or complaint. Three-tier agencies first is set up at district level. Ki there will be one consumer district forum in each district. Then there will be one state commission in every state, and there will be one national commission at the center level. We will study further. Now the next topic, rights available to a consumer under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. There are 6 rights available to consumer under Consumer Protection Act 1986. Same rights also provided in the Consumer Protection Act 2019. The first is right to safety, the second is right to information, the third is right to choose, the fourth is right to be heard, the fifth is right to seek redressal, and the sixth is right to consumer education. First of all, right to safety. There are some product, when the product will be used, so there is a need to take precautionary or safety measurement. So safety measurement, safety guidelines should be provided by the producer or seller. Ki these are the safety or precautionary measurement or guidelines which should be followed while using the product. Otherwise mishappening can be happened with the consumer, and later on they can file a case. So there is a right to get these types of information, and this information should be provided by the businessman to the consumer. It's a right of consumer to get the safety guidelines while using the product. So, these types of guidelines basically are given in electrical appliances, on medicines. Second is right to information. Each and every consumer has right to get the complete information about the product when they are going to buy any product. Information like brand name, brand logo, MRP of the product, ingredient of the product, any statutory warning is there, and expiry date of the product. So all these information should be provided by manufacturer to the consumer, and it will be provided through label. Label is a slip which is attached or pasted on the product, and it gives the complete information about the product, and it is necessary to give the information to them. The third is right to choose. No one can compel consumer to buy a specific product because uh, they cannot be forced to buy a specific product. They have full right कि they will analyze all the product comparatively to price or quality, and after that they can decide that which one product they want to buy. No one producer, seller, shopkeeper can compel or force them to buy a specific product. So they have full freedom. After analyzing the price or quality of the product, they can buy a specific product according to their wish or will. Right to be heard. If they have a specific complaint about the product, if the product is not up to the quality mark which is mentioned, and if they are feeling कि they are cheated by a producer or seller, so they can file a complaint, या they can complain in customer care center. Nowadays each and every company, all companies set up a separate department or center, customer care center, which listen the problems of consumers, and they try their best to solve all the problems. If company is not paying attention to the problems of consumer, then they can file a case in the district form or state commission or national commission. So it's a right of the consumer that their problem must be heard by the company or district forum, state commission or national commission. The fifth is right to seek redressal. After investigation, if it is found that the complaint filed by the consumer is genuine and they are cheated by the producer, and first of all company will try to resolve their complaint If company is able to resolve their complaint, then it's okay. If company is not solving their problem, so they will file a complaint in court. And if their complaint is genuine, then government will give order, either repair of the product, removal of the defect, replacement of the product, refund of the product, to give the correct advertisement, to pay for the damage. Because after using a specific product, suppose there is a blast in AC and there is a damage of the physical property as well as injury to the consumer, so then court can order to pay a specific amount. So it's a right to get the compensation. Right to consumer education, time to time education must be provided to the consumer to make them aware about their rights and reliefs. Like Jago Grah Jago advertisement is telecasted by the government of India to make the consumer aware about their right. Buy only hallmark jewelry, it's also part of consumer education. So these are the rights of consumer. So the next topic is the responsibility of a consumer. It is true that there are some rights given to the consumer under the CPA Act 1986, but still there are some responsibility of a consumer. It's not like each and every customer is going to file a complaint. It take lots of time, it take cost also. That's why each and every consumer should behave like a responsible consumer, and they should perform their duty while buying the product. First is ask for a cash memo. Never buy any product without getting bill, because it's a evidence of your purchasing. Later on, if you are having any problem regarding the product, you will not able to file a complaint. No one is going to listen you if you are not having evidence of your proof of your purchasing. And cash memo or bill work as a proof of your buying, so you should have your cash memo. Beware about the false advertisement, because it's a trap. Seller will attract you by giving misleading advertisement. You have to pay attention, and you have to be careful while buying the product. Buy only quality product, not compromise with the quality of the product. Buy only branded product, quality product. The fourth is read label carefully. Whenever you will buy a product, go through with the label, read all the information which is given on the label. Like before consuming a medicine, always check expiry date, being a responsible consumer. Be honest in dealing. Always buy a product through the fair dealing. If anyone is offering you a product that it's a custom product, bill will not be given, you will get the product at half prices. So you should not use these types of dealings while buying the product. Be honest in dealing, because if you are buying product through this dealing, so you are promoting illegal activities, as well as later on you will not get any right to file a complaint. So always behave like a responsible consumer. Next, reliefs available to a consumer. If complaints filed by the consumer find out that these complaints are genuine, so reliefs will be given to the consumer. First of all, suppose product is defective, so try to remove the defects by giving the repair facility to the consumer. If the repair of the product is not possible, to give them the new one product in place of old one. If removal or replacement both is not possible, then refund the price of the consumer. Withdraw hazard goods for sales. If there is a defect in the goods and it is harmful for the health, so withdrawal of hazard goods from the market. Pay compensation for damage and injury. By using any product, if there is a damage to the physical property and if they met with any accident, so pay all the expenses of hospital and pay for the damages to the physical property. Next is discontinue unfair trade practices. If any seller or producer was using unfair trade practices, and if they caught red-handed, so from the next time they should withdraw or discontinue unfair trade practices from the market. Earlier, if they were using any misleading advertisement to attract the consumer, they should use corrective advertisement to neutralize the effect of misleading advertisement. Case of Maggi, they were using excessive lead in masala, and after the ban of government, later on they issued a corrective advertisement to neutralize the effect of previous case. Now redressal agencies for consumer. Government set up three type of redressal agencies at different level. The first is district forum, the second is state commission, and third is national commission. District forum is set up at the district level. Suppose in Haryana there are many districts, so there will be one district forum in one district. State commission, one state commission will be in one state. Suppose one state commission in Haryana, one state commission in Rajasthan. National commission will be one at the center level. In district forum, there are 3 members, 1 president and 2 other members. In state commission, same, there are total 3 members, 1 president and 2 other members. In national commission, there are 5 members. In district forum and in state commission, the number of members are same, but in national commission, there are 5 members, 1 president and 4 other members. There must be 1 woman. In district forum, 1 must be woman member. In state commission, 1 must be woman member. In national commission, 1 must be woman member. Now there is a condition to become the president or head of the district forum, state commission or national commission. To become the president of district forum, that should be retired or working judge of district court. To become the head or president of state commission, that should be retired or working judge of high court. To become head of national commission, that person should be retired or working judge of the Supreme Court. Now limit of the cases. In district forum, the value of goods or services up to the 20 lakh, those cases will be filed in district forum. In state commission, the value of those goods and services are about 20 lakh but less than 1 crore. Those cases will be filed in state commission. And in national commission, the value of goods more than 1 crore, complaint of those goods will be filed in national commission. Now last one thing, can the verdict of district forum, state commission or national commission challenged? Yes, the verdict of district forum can be challenged. Further court, district, if anybody is not satisfied with the verdict of district forum, that person can move to the state commission, but there is a time limit of 30 days of order. In the same, if anybody is not satisfied with the state commission, that person can move to the national commission. Again, limit is same, 30 days after getting the verdict. National commission, in the same, the apex court of Indian government is Supreme Court. If anybody is not satisfied with the decision of national commission, that person can move to the Supreme Court, but within the 30 days of order. So we studied about the different forms. There are 3 forms: district forum, state commission and national commission. Member in district forum or state commission, same 3, but in national commission 5. And limit is 20 lakh to 1 crore and more than 1 crore. Clear? So this was about the consumer protection chapter. Thank you.